so I'll start with taking off these. Alright, it should just come off. It has these connectors that go inside here, so it is enough to actually just let it hang here. We'll take the screws. So this fell off of here, but we'll remember that. For now we'll leave the bolts here. I'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Already doing all this work. I could have actually changed it as well. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take off this cover as well. Actually, I'm just gonna take my tool. Alright, so I decided to take my tool. Works much smoother and faster, so we'll just go ahead and continue with that little. I take off stuff like this. I like to put the bolts back where they belong, even if I did it 100 times. Okay, so this bolt is actually holding the fuel tank, but this is also mounted to the fuel tank, so we will have to unplug it here, and there's a few more things that we'll have to unplug. But I got the bike like that. Could have fixed it, but I didn't think of it before, so I'm not gonna do anything for now. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and undo these two. I believe they are 12s. Yes, they are. Alright, so we need to take off this bolt. Alright, so now we're gonna go and do the same thing on this side. Alright, so because my plan is to actually slide it back, these things are in the way. I believe they are size 8. And I'm gonna try and undo them real fast. Alright, so this is enough to reach the battery, which is inside here. We need to take off the plastic cover around the ignition, which is being held by a insects here. Okay, so yeah, in order to take the battery off, we first needed to take off these two, and now we can slide it off and actually reach the battery. the battery should be completely off any. Alright, so now as we can see here, I have 12.5 volts. We say enter, battery test, English, it's 190. Health 24%, charge 80%. It says replace. This is exactly what I was afraid of. So I'm gonna have to replace the battery, because I actually fear that it could be old, because it's so hard to get to it. People haven't changed it before, so I'll actually leave this for another day to finish the whole project. But anyway, better to do it properly than to carry on with a 24% battery. Alright, so I just tested the battery and I found out that it's on 24% of its health, which is not really cool. And since it's so hard to get to it, I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. I'm gonna go buy a new battery, come back with it, install it, and then at least for 1 or 2 seasons I'm fine. I don't have to worry about it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead now for today, finish the mobile phone holder / charger installation, and I'm gonna mount the windshield still and the grill, so I can still do stuff. But the crash bar I'm gonna leave for after the fuel tank is back in its place and the new battery is mounted. And then yes, I guess the tires as well we're gonna leave for the next time. It's already getting late, it's 7:30, so I guess I can finish this in about an hour or so, and then go home to have a rest. Alright, so the cable from the mobile phone holder is gonna be mounted this way, so I'm gonna zip tie it here. I'm gonna slide it under the steering like that, and then of course the red wire goes on the plus, the black one is the ground, the black one goes on the ground, on the minus side of the battery. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with the installation of my mobile phone holder / charger. So the fuse is okay, and I can tell you already that I'm gonna be really annoyed one day when I'll have to change this fuse, because it's in such a place. Yep, I'm gonna keep it there for now. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and test my mobile phone holder. So we're gonna be pretty much there. USB in is weirdly underneath here, so actually I'll have to undo this take the phone out, plug in the USB. It's always the wrong side, but then it always turns out to be the right side, right, with the USB sticks. So, the cable is plugged in. I'm gonna put the phone in just for the sake of the way it looks. There. Now we're gonna plug in the phone and turn it on. Yep, charging. Alright, so I love this little button here. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna press the button. The charger comes on, which is really cool. Now, just for the sake of one more test, I'm gonna put the new windshield before I mount it for good. So it's gonna be somewhat like this. Yep. Actually, a perfect fit with approximately just a few centimeters behind it, but pretty okay. Yep. The grill goes on these 4 bolts, so I can go ahead and mount these 2 here just to hold the windshield in place, because then I'm going to use the 4 new bolts that I got with the grill that are actually steel or maybe stainless steel. I'm not sure. I can test with a magnet. Anyway, I'm going to clean this first because it's pretty dusty, and then I'm going to go ahead and mount the windshield, then the grill. So a little bit of brake cleaner, magic. First we're gonna go ahead and mount these 2 that are going here. To get these in order, because these are missing the holes by quite a lot. So this is something to complain about to the company, GP Composite. The screws, they missed completely. Anyway, I'm gonna drill. At least they got these 2 pretty much on the spot, so at least those 2 we don't have to worry about. So now I'm gonna take my measuring device again and see that this is an M5 screw. Alright, so since this is plastic, fantastic. I'm actually gonna drill smaller. And then make it bigger so it doesn't crack. Now I'm actually gonna go with the 5mm drill. I mean, this is gonna work. I hate doing things like this, but you always have to do something with it. got the screws and the washers, but I'm gonna try and mount the grill straight away too, so see how it goes. Okay. I didn't like how the grill sits on the windshield without any rubber underneath. So I'm gonna try and find something to put under so that it doesn't actually lean against the glass, actually the plastic. Look, 4 plastic washers, so the metal is not directly on the... That's perfect. Nice. Okay, let's go back to it. So, let's go. I was actually expecting less of a quality because I got it off eBay, I think, for something ridiculously cheap. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and see what it's like. Turns out it's not the best, but I think it's gonna do the job. I'm really careful with these screws. I'm not sure if the threading is plastic or is actually steel. I don't want to mess with the threads. Looks awesome. Okay, so I actually realized that my phone now is covering my blinkers and my neutral light, which is super annoying actually, because I believe that the neutral light is super important. I hate having to find it instead of just having the light up when I hit it. So yeah, that's pretty much in the middle, inside it. Alright, so we'll actually have to move this all the way. Okay. Still not in the middle. So yeah. Alright. There, approximately again, just until we actually managed to set it up, which actually, at the end of the day, I think I even prefer. I moved this gap from here to here, so that when we tighten this, it's gonna get tighter here too. Otherwise, if the gap was there, it wouldn't get smaller, it would only get to an end here if it was the other way around. So you have to make it that it's joined here and open here, so they can together follow and squeeze on the rubber. You can try it with the phone. Yep, looking pretty good. Now I can see the tachometer in total. I can see all the lights here, everything of the data on the gauges. Nice. Cool.